not much going on this side.
I don't know about that, but like I think again, I think the hope is that like maybe it will leave by then. By the way, I just shared it in the reply to this space a live stream being done by the apprentice. I don't know if you'll be able to see much, but yeah, basically it's in the replies to the space. It's on the YouTube channel. Yeah. Okay, what are we seeing now? Yeah, it's like people are kind of dispersing. A lot of people are going home. Yeah, I would say again.
Yeah, it's getting quite late, so I think a lot of people are probably leaving the protests. There had been apparently threat by the administration that if an accord was not reached by midnight, that police would come in and make arrests. But that has not happened, and the deadline was pushed to 8 a.m.
The apprentice and I are going to go check out the
So we're now moving to a separate part of the protest in front of the residence of Colombia current acting president.
Sir, sir, you should go to bed and then wake up and like sit and nap and see if anything happens then. Think about it. Think about it. This is all over some Google stuff. This is over the QQQ.
Invesco QQQ.
I mean, so in terms of Manouche's house, there is a I don't know, like metal barrier around. I'm not sure I'd call it. Yeah, there are probably armed guards or unarmed security guards keeping watch. Her Tesla is here. The lights are on upstairs in the war room. But yeah, it's just like one security guard, the lone sentry at his post.
No action. Nothing going on here. No protests. Just a little bit of security. It looks like they may have been expecting some, though.
Yes, I think we need to tear this university down brick by brick and then salt the earth. But that comes after the revolution. That whatever that Republican congressman was, he said it correctly. This university is cursed by God. He's 100% right. Yes, he's right, perhaps for the wrong reasons, but he's close. This space is rapidly devolving into airing of Middle Eastern ethnic prejudice. Oh, there's Crackcast LDS. Sorry, just saw him in front of. He's getting halal. That's so funny. That's so true.
Yo.
And you're live on YouTube.
Students. What is the take?
All right, so the take is the following. Like right now, look, I'm an ordinary student.
Wait, I just crashed.
You can say it for this one.
Hold on. on. No. Hold on. Let me. I know exactly what I want to say. I know exactly what I want to make sure I'm on the live space. Good to run into you guys. All right, you got me.
All right, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I just got kicked off. Bad connection. Oh, wait, you guys hear me? All right, let's hear from Tradcath LDS. He's a student at Columbia.
Look. I'm just a regular student out here. You know, no real politics, no real opinions. But I think the only like reasonable solution, and honestly, I think most Columbia students would agree with me here, is we need to just like get the paddy wagons in, just kick all these kids off campus. These guys, they need to go. Like, I want my campus back. I want my campus back. So look. The only reasonable solution, I think this is very reasonable, is we just roll the paddy wagons onto campus, shine bright lights in their face like deer in the headlights, and then just like push them out onto 114th. Hopefully you don't have to club too many of them, but you know, you got to do what you got to do.
He's calling for a Bronze Age mindset immediately.
He's calling for some type of cleansing.
This is the youth, everyone. This is Columbia. They're calling for a Bronze Age mindset immediately on campus.
It's true. I did in fact call for that.
Call CNN. You're going to be on the front page of CNN tomorrow.
I don't have any side in this. I just want to see them gone. Like,
I just want to see them cleansed.
Look, Steve, you gotta agree with me right here.
All right,
all
we
right.
might
Like,
shut this down soon.
Like the waters of a pool. Like, look, what would Odin do in this situation? Would Odin put up with this?
Nothing ever happened.
I don't know. I don't think Odin would even give a fuck. I think he wouldn't be involved at all, which is why I've been over in my apartment. But I heard there was going to be violence or something, so I decided to come out.
What about what's the other one who's in charge of it? It's like Wotan. What would Wotan do, bro?
Yeah, well, it's the same one. That's just the old Germanic.
Okay. Dude, like you're telling me they wouldn't give any like I feel like they would just like encourage bloodshed. Like,
I mean, I think they would encourage their own people to save their resources and stop wasting them on other people that don't care about them and that hate them. Right.
White sauce and a little bit of hot sauce.
You want to go through or go around?
I don't think Robert can get in.
Yeah, you probably
There's
still
nothing
banned.
to see. The main stuff is over. So if you guys know what's happening.
Whatever happens, Mr.
Look, over there, it seemed pretty aggressive, like an hour ago.
Well, yeah, it was. They were going to move all the tents because they were told at 12 they were getting kicked out. But the deadline to renegotiate has been moved to 8 a.m.
So I don't know. Do you really think it's appeasement, or do you think they're just hoping there will be fewer people there in the morning?
There probably will be fewer people.
Yeah, follow Kurt. He will keep you guys updated on video tomorrow. Maybe we'll do another space. He'll be doing it here today.
But the students at Columbia are calling for Bronze Age mindset.
But,
well,
told again, Columbia calling for Bronze Age mindset.
Apparently, most of the aggression has died down, but I'm going to go through and take you through campus at least once and see what else is going on, if anything. Because when I came back about an hour ago, there was quite a lot of aggression out on the street, and it did look like there was going to be potentially some arrests, some violence, and the administration pushed back the ultimatum to come to some sort of accord until 8 in the morning. And I think it's a delay tactic. They're hoping that there will be fewer people there in case they have to clear off the campus to arrest everybody, because they're not going to allow these people to be protesting during graduation.
We had Finn in there who's giving us live updates.
Yeah, well, no, I saw Finn going around. I even provided you guys some of the sources for that.
I'm going to do a walkthrough real quick.
All right.
But I'll keep you posted. All right, we're going to do a walkthrough here. You don't like my chest hair? I'm shocked. Well, I'm going to take you through campus here, and we'll see what's going on in terms of the protest. But apparently, it's mostly died down.
Yeah, Richard is here.
I don't think SEPA is still open. We're going to see if we can get some footage of the tents and see what's happening. Lost my connection there for a sec. Sorry about that. Yeah, ton of people here. Everybody got excited and came out because they thought there was something that was going to happen. But yeah, it looks like the tents have been taken down or at least removed over to the other side, because this field is largely abandoned now. Totally abandoned. Let's do a walkthrough over here. Shafiq's house had nobody there at all. It looked like they were prepared for somebody to show up, but there was just 3 lone security guards and some barriers. That's it. Going good, going good.
Delay. Generally, everyone expects. Whatever could happen.
Here we are in the heart of it. It looks like they've created a kind of containment area here with the pallets now, I think, to control ingress and egress. It looks like some of the tents are being broken down. And some of the negotiation may have been successful. I'm not sure at this point. I think we're still waiting on further emails from the administration. And we can see the drones up in the sky there. There's at least 2 that I can see. And that's kind of scary because you never know what those drones are doing or what they're carrying.
At some point, I'm in no.
Those drones flying overhead are creepy. I don't like that, especially after seeing what they did in Ukraine with those drones. It's after 12, sometime after 12 midnight. Got a lot of people over here by the library. So it looks like they were planning to put down some sort of containment here. I'm not sure if this is for graduation or if this is for containment or not. But man, there is a lot of people here. It's hundreds and hundreds of people. They're making some announcements, but I can't hear what they're saying. Try and move closer. There's at least 2 drones overhead.
Really, like I'm thinking about next year. I'm not trying to be like.
We will discuss what's going on outdoors.
I'll see you Thursday.
I say war before. Okay? Does that make sense?
Oh, they're making announcements about logistics now. They're announcing how they're going to reassemble the tents, I believe. They had taken some down under the anticipation that the administration had capitulated.
I don't know. These might not be it, but we can like Skype and does it still have our shit? There's
I'm not a tour guide. My friend is
like not said anytime.
I'm gonna try and find some people and ask what's going on.
Oh no, yeah, I can't go. Hurt. Oh, she doesn't want anyone.
They're like trash it. Yeah, the dog.
I can see.
That's pretty good.
That's really funny. It's like turmoil. I was like, people would have been very happy.
So it looks like things are adjourning until the morning, which I imagine is what the administration had in mind when extending the deadline to 8 in the morning, because nobody will be up then. Probably they'll all be asleep. It sounds like there's still another live event going on out front of maybe some of the non-Columbia affiliated people. Maybe it's a mix between Columbia affiliates and some non-affiliated people. I'm sure there are non-Columbia affiliated people who managed to sneak in and are in this camp. And I imagine that a lot of them are also up here trying to get in, or maybe some of them are agent provocateurs. I'm sure at least a few of them are. And so that was really my concern. What I imagine the main concern of the administration would be as well would be unauthorized individuals, agent provocateurs attempting to create, mass casualty type incident thing. And that would be pretty easy to do with the drone, for example. Here we might be able to get a vantage point of the other protests going on out front. Thank you, Mr. Pikes. I'm certainly trying. Certainly trying. Thank you.
Like if anyone gets aggressive.
Can't get the best angle. We'll go around, get a better angle. You can hear how loud that is. And it's definitely sounds a lot more aggressive than it did a few days ago. And they blocked off part of the metro down there. They've been shouting a number of different things. You know, shut it down, free Palestine is a common one. But there's been a lot of controversy in the news about some of the chants. You can look up some of the stuff they've been saying. So I think it's pretty clear the majority of students are leaning towards the Palestine side of the conflict. But it's created an odd situation for people on the left, I think, because people on the left, I think, traditionally tend to also support marginalized groups. They see Jews as being one of the more marginalized groups that they usually defend, and yet here they are at odds with another marginalized group. And so there's been a major conflict on campus, and there are external forces at work. That's not a conspiracy theory. Even the administration sends emails and has admitted that is the case. You know, I always say I'm on the American side. I don't think it's any of our business. I'm a non-interventionalist, and I don't think that we should be giving money to a lot of these foreign countries when we can barely even take care of our own country, and our economy is falling apart. I mean, the interest on the debt for the first time past the point that it is now more expensive to pay the interest on the debt than it is to finance our military. So what are we doing giving $100 billion to all of these different countries?
I'm sorry.
And here we go. It looks like the police are headed home for the evening.
Yeah, you got it. You better beat up the fucking kid. You got it. You want that? Come on, play it now, play it now. Listen to your own mind in a break tonight. Get it right now. Huddle up, huddle up. Come on, faster, piggies. Are students terrorists?
Wow, I came in at a very opportune time. Amazing. And wow, we have vests to say counterterrorism here, so. And we have the media, the news here. Whew. Well, that was interesting. I didn't mean to walk through that, but we captured a very interesting situation there just now, I think. There we go. My first venture into journalism was a success. No agreement was come to, apparently, but there's been a postponement until 8 in the morning. The president has given them more time to come to terms with some, whatever it is, agreement, and I think it's quite clear there's not going to be an agreement, but we'll see what happens in the morning. It may just be another tactic to stall for time. I think it's unlikely that the protesters are going to capitulate or allow graduation to continue. So the administration is really between a rock and a hard place. And as you can see, there are a lot of very angry people here. And there's a lot of police as well. So there's been a lot of tension in the air here tonight, which is why I figured it would be an interesting time to go ahead and go live, especially with a couple of other people I know going live. It's just a crazy situation out here. And as you can see, I mean, if you've been following the news at all, it made headlines. It was like the top story on Fox News for 3 or 4 days in a row now. And I felt like they were sort of misconstruing the situation. They made it seem as though there's like some sort of terrorist training camp going on, and I didn't think it was that at all. It was just some kids with trust funds pitching tents out here because they want to recapture the magic of 1968, that type of thing, you know. But it's definitely gotten a little bit more vigorous now, especially I think as there's some outside interference beginning to take place. And we're seeing these trucks beginning to drive around, which we've seen on and off. We saw originally these pro-Israeli trucks last October that started to drive around. They have LEDs all over them with pro-Israeli propaganda, and now we're even seeing trucks with pro-Palestinian propaganda. So it's hard to know who to believe, and we're also seeing just postings in general everywhere, all over the place, sort of fighting for the mind of the average American citizen, saying things like, Hamas hates you too, or I don't know, whatever. There's plenty of examples from both sides, and we see they're all over these poles, these street poles. I'll show you some examples in a little bit, but we can see the ambulance coming by, and there's more police stationed over here across the street, and it's been this way for a couple days now. It seems like it's really escalating. Yeah, not all of them are trust fund kids, of course. I don't mean to denigrate them. I mean, some of them are people like myself. It seems like they're evacuating us now. I guess they're clearing this area out. You know, maybe they are preparing to arrest people. I still don't know what the hell's going on. But there are a lot of officers moving over this way across the street. We have not seen the National Guard yet. No, there was talk of the National Guard, but I don't think that the situation warrants that at this point. because as I have seen so far anyway, it seems like it's been peaceful, although tenuous. Yeah, there had been talk of that, talk of calling in the National Guard if they were not able to disperse. But I think, they've had a bad enough time, publicity-wise as it is. The president has really taken a beating in the media and from the student governing board as well. The board of students has been sending out emails right and left that have really been angry and accusing her of caving into the police, basically. And there's a close up. The police have staged all down here. Very large truck of some sort there.
Well, it was a pleasure. I think we're not getting more views.
Yeah, I imagine this is just a fun little treat for them. If I were a cop, I'm sure I would take that. I might have to use the earplugs, though. So, yeah, the president of the university didn't apparently even want to get cops involved because this is a very liberal university, and they detest cops to begin with. They really didn't want to trigger the student population. And she overplayed her hand by calling the cops the very first night, which was the wrong move. She should have saved it for now. But she did not, unfortunately, for her. And she can't do it again because the student governing board sent out emails just lambasting her, saying that basically the student majority is at war with the administration now. And that she should be ashamed of herself. The administration itself should be ashamed, and that there is this worrying trend going on of the administration sort of deciding the fates of students without consulting students in the first place. And I think that's part of the reason why so many people overwhelmingly came out tonight, is because they were enraged about the fact that these affairs were not handled internally inside of the school itself. Because as a private school, they have these gates and the cops cannot come in unless they are invited by the administration. Unlike NYU, for example, which is open, has an open gateway. Yeah, I may move back to DC at some point pretty soon, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I don't have a lot to do there either. Pretty much graduated here from this economics program, and I'm done. I'm officially a professional economist now. So I have employment, but I don't know, where to go. I have no reason to move back to DC necessarily. It's not that much better than this place. As long as you don't live in a busy area like this, then it does suck, but my place is actually pretty quiet. Latin Mass in what, Williamsburg, Virginia? Or Williamsburg, some other Williamsburg. Students had a referendum I should check out. Yeah, I'll check it out. I gotta check the email. But I mean, there you go. That's pretty much it. We saw the action. We got a good feel for what was going on. So I suppose I'll end it if anything else comes up. And now I know how to do this. I've never really done the live roaming reporter thing before, but it was kind of fun, actually. I enjoyed it. So if I hear anything else crazy going on, I'll come back out here and keep you guys updated on what's going on. Brooklyn, not what it used to be. Yeah, that's what I hear. I moved here right after COVID because I figured, well, it's a good opportunity. Nobody in their right mind would want to move here now, right? And I think I was probably right on that. Everybody tells me Brooklyn isn't what it used to be, but I hear the same thing about Manhattan too. They say it's just like the soul was gone from New York after the viral scare happened. Yeah, I'll try. I don't know what more content should I upload. Sometimes I feel like I just don't have much left to say at this point. It just kind of comes and goes in waves, inspiration. So maybe I'll get some more inspiration at some point. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you guys take good care as well. Love Brooklyn back when it was Jewish. Well, long before my time. Every time I go over to Brooklyn now, well, it's just, I avoid doing it because it takes so long. But it doesn't seem like the safest place in like Bushwick and some of those other areas. But this place always feels safer than Richmond, Virginia, no matter where I go. So, yeah, good to see you too, Off Grid. Thank you for praying for me. I appreciate it. I'll pray for you as well. But I'll be back on probably at some point. You know, if not tonight, then this week sometime, because I have a feeling it's not the end of the craziness, and we need more people to capture it. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later.